Kevin Love is eyeing a return to his roots. The five-time NBA All-Star big man Love has a preferred destination on the buyout market, Brett Siegel of Clutch Points reported on Tuesday. Love would like to end up in Los Angeles. Now 36 years old, Love spent the last 2.5 seasons with the Miami Heat. He averaged just 5.3 points and 4.1 rebounds over 10.9 minutes per game in 2024-25, but still managed to shoot 35.8% from three on the year. Earlier this summer, however, the Heat traded Love to the Utah Jazz as part of a three-team blockbuster deal. Now Love, a 17-year NBA veteran, is pursuing a contract buyout from the rebuilding Jazz. Though he grew up in Lake Oswego, Oregon, Love was born in Santa Monica, California, and played his college ball in Los Angeles at UCLA. He also has ties to both LA teams. He won an NBA championship with Los Angeles Lakers star LeBron James on the Cleveland Cavaliers in 2016 and was also coached on that team by Tyronn Lue, who is now the head coach of the LA Clippers. Both the Lakers and Clippers are currently sitting at 14 guaranteed contracts each. While they still have spots for two-way and exhibit 10 players, that means the Lakers and Clippers are both down to their final main roster spot. The ex-rebounding leader Love still has some value, though probably more so as a jokester than as a contributing rotation piece. While Love clearly wants a homecoming to Los Angeles, he may have some convincing to do for either the Lakers or the Clippers to give him that final open roster spot. There have been many instances in the long history of the NBA that can be considered where were you when it happened moments. Julius Erving's reverse layup against the Los Angeles Lakers, Michael Jordan's series-clinching shot versus the Utah Jazz in the 1998 NBA Finals, Kobe Bryant's 81-point masterpiece against the Toronto Raptors, and the Miami Heat's release of their Harlem Shake video. Okay, maybe not that last one. Seriously, arguably the biggest watershed event for the Heat happened in the offseason in 2010 when LeBron James infamously announced that he will bring his talents to South Beach. The league was shaken to the core, changing its dynamics forever. Almost everyone remembers where they were when the decision happened. This season, Norman Powell will bring his talents to Miami. While he can surely help the team coming off a breakout campaign with the Los Angeles Clippers, the magnitude is nowhere near James' historic move. Safe to say, no Powell jerseys were burned. Heat should have reacquired LeBron James in 2025 offseason. In a parallel universe, the Heat should have tried trading for James this offseason. A reunion in South Beach would have been an optimal situation for both camps. The Heat would have increased their chances of capturing a third title with the King. James, meanwhile, would have found himself in a familiar organization that helped him succeed in the past. The Heat have a slew of assets they could have offered to the Lakers in exchange for the four-time MVP. They could have dangled a package centered around Andrew Wiggins, plus young talents Kel'el Ware, Nikola Jovic, Jamie Jaquez Jr., and Haywood Highsmith. Of course, there would be financial constraints and tax issues. We're terrible at math, but for sure, Heat President Pat Riley would have found a way to make it happen. It's easy to imagine him, with his slick-back hair and expensive cigar, convincing Lakers general manager Rob Pelinka to agree to the trade over the phone. Moreover, James and Riley could have patched things up after the do-it-all forward left Miami to return to the Cleveland Cavaliers in 2014. The 80-year-old Riley admitted that he was absolutely livid when that happened since it threw a monkey wrench in the Heat's immediate future. There's also the infamous story of Riley banning cookies on the team plane, which didn't sit well with James. Heat icon Dwayne Wade said there was just too much micromanaging at that point. Riley later admitted that James did the right thing by returning to his hometown. If anything, James' return to the Cavaliers despite his acrimonious exit in 2010 only proved that he's not above making amends with his former team. LeBron James' sensitive situation with Lakers. While James' return to the Heat seems unlikely, it's not impossible. Eric Spoelstra getting an arm sleeve tattoo feels more far-fetched. Recent remarks coming from James' camp implied that the 40-year-old veteran isn't too happy with the Lakers' vision. James wants to win now, while the Lakers are more focused on the future. Something's got to give. The lucrative contract extension of star Luka Doncic only signaled further that he is now the torchbearer for the purple and gold in their quest to return to glory. Amid the uncertainties in Los Angeles, the Heat could still swoop in and make an offer for James. A third banner in Miami would mean a lot to Riley, especially with retirement, with its unkempt hair and stale cigarette feverishly knocking on his door. The Heat came close twice to capturing the title in 2020 and 2023, but fell short versus the Lakers and the Denver Nuggets, respectively. A core of James, Powell, Bam Adebayo, and Tyler Herro may not be too potent on paper, but the Heat, with Spoelstra's genius, have succeeded with less talent. Hey, maybe it can even lead to not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, you know the rest. If Pat Riley wants to add a new superstar to the Miami Heat roster, he should be monitoring Giannis Antetokounmpo's situation with the Milwaukee Bucks in the coming months and years. According to an August 4th report from ESPN's Shams Charania, nothing is set in stone regarding Giannis' desire to remain with the Bucks long-term. And while a move is highly unlikely, Bleacher Report's Grant Hughes has proposed a trade package that could land Giannis in Miami, should he become available. Hughes' proposed trade looks like this. Miami Heat receive Giannis Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee Bucks receive Tyler Herro, Andrew Wiggins, Kel'el Ware, a 2027 first-round swap, a 2029 first-round swap, a 2030 first-round pick, a 2031 first-round swap, and a 2032 first-round pick. It's hard to imagine Giannis signing up for a South Beach tenure that doesn't involve Bam Adebayo, so part of the reason Miami greenlights this deal is because it gets to keep its perennial all-defense center out of it, Hughes wrote. This deal allows Miami to retain Norman Powell, which mitigates Herro's loss a bit. If the Heat orient the offense around an on-ball version of Antetokounmpo, they should be able to get at least as much juice out of it as they did when Jimmy Butler, essentially a non-shooter, paired with Adebayo on a couple of finals teams. Adding Giannis is undoubtedly a pipe dream for the Heat, or any other team in the NBA. However, if he does become available, we should expect Riley to have Miami sitting at the front of the line to begin contract negotiations. Heat face Tyler Herro contract decision. One reason Miami may be willing to part with Herro in Hughes' hypothetical trade is due to him becoming extension eligible in October. Herro's current contract runs until the summer of 2027. According to NBA insider Brett Siegel of Clutch Points, teams around the NBA will begin to monitor Herro's status with the Heat in the coming months. Tyler Herro becomes eligible for a 3-year extension worth near $150 million with the Miami Heat in October before the start of the 2025-26 season. This is a situation teams are keeping an eye on, as Pat Riley has always been cautious with giving out extensions. See Jimmy Butler's situation for details, Siegel wrote. A decision to extend or not to extend Herro will tell the tale of how the Heat view themselves in the East. Herro has emerged as a primary offensive option for Miami in recent years. Riley would be wise to extend him at the earliest opportunity. Otherwise, teams may begin to test the waters regarding a potential trade. Heat's Adebayo pleased with Norman Powell signing. Hughes' proposed deal also keeps both Bam Adebayo and Norman Powell in Miami. During a recent media availability, Adebayo shared his excitement at the sharpshooting veteran joining Eric Spoelstra's roster. It's a very good shakeup for our team, and now there's a different dynamic to it, Adebayo told Anthony Chang of the Miami Herald. I feel like Norman is one of those guys who floats under the radar. But as you saw this year, he's really shown that he can be an all-star caliber player. You've seen what he's done, and you've seen him grow in this league. And obviously, he wants to take the next challenge. Obviously, the next challenge is being with the Miami Heat. So I'm happy to have him. Powell will undoubtedly have a key role to play in the Heat's rotation moving forward. His presence as a floor spacer would also be ideal in a world where Giannis was on the roster. In reality, though, it's highly unlikely Giannis becomes available, and if he does, there's no guarantee the Heat would have the required assets to get a deal over the line.